Alright everyone, I want to welcome you all back to some more Trails of Cold Steel. So we're finally making our way over to the North Highlands, the hometown of Gaius himself, and we're pretty much looking forward to it. I'm actually curious to see how the area looks from another character's hometown point of view, as well as what you call it, the enemies there look like. But pretty much we'll find out when we start this up. So if anything, thank you all for watching, thank you all for the love and support, and with that, let's get this started. Alright everyone, welcome back again. We're continuing on from where we last left off. Let's stop the talking and move on to the story. Schwarz-Drache Barrier. 1150. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Ruhr. Our next stop is Ruhr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Here we are. This is my first visit to the Empire's industrial metropolis. Actually, it's my first time too. I passed through when I first came to the academy, but even then, I could see why people associate with the industry. It feels like the whole city is one big mass of iron. Yeah, it really does have that vibe. What are those cone-shaped towers out in the distance anyway? Oh, those are the orbital generators for the industrial plants. There are tons of large factories in the city, so they need those to create all the orbital energy needed to power them. Wow, really? If I weren't seeing it for myself, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine a city like this. Oh, we're here already? Nice. Ruhr Station. Well, we finally made it as far as Ruhr. We need to transfer to a freight line to reach the North Highlands from here, right? Right. There'll be a freight train leaving from Platform 4 that we need to board. Platform 4 is up the staircase and to the left, I think. Alright, let's not waste any time then. Alright, moving onwards. Right, I'm heading off. Okay, don't forget to write, or to maintain proper hygiene, and make sure you eat a balanced diet. I know, I can look after myself, sis. Oh, alright, at least she's caring. I gotta go to Platform 4, right? It should be up. Come to think of it, it's already past noon. Perhaps we should purchase some lunches for the rest of our journey. Sounds like a plan. We still have another 4 hours to go. We're going to need to eat something between now and dinner. It seems highly unlikely our freight train would be equipped with vending machines or such comforts either. We need to go to the ticket gate then. There's a shop in the main part of the station that sells pre-packed lunches.
Oh, there won't be any need for that.
What?
What?
No way.
Sharon? How did you get here before us?
Yeah, what kind of ninja magic did she use?
The power of my love for you allows me to do the impossible, my lady. And as you'll see, I've prepared packed lunches for all of you that far surpass this morning's offerings. I do hope you'll enjoy them.
Thanks.
Receive special packed lunch for each member of the group.
We really appreciate you going to all the trouble to make these for us.
True. That said, I'm really curious how you got here before us.
It seems that the Reinford family's maid enjoys a little amusement at the expense of her employer. I imagine you transferred to an airship in the capital?
Ah.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You can cut the time from Heimdall to Ruhr in half if you travel by airship, I think.
You got me. I took advantage of the opportunity to borrow the airship's kitchen so I could make your lunches as well. They're quite fresh, so take a moment to savor the taste.
I take it she's coming with us then?
Well, thank you.
We really do appreciate all you're doing for us.
Honestly, I knew you had to be up to something. You're not planning on coming all the way to the Nord Highlands with us now, are you?
I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to. I may not be able to return to Trista for a while either.
Other business?
Sharon will be assisting me with my work.
Mother?
Hello, Elisa. Ah, you all must be members of Class 7. I'm Elisa's mother, Irina. Also the chairman of the Reinford group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. I'm Reen Schwarzer.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein.
Gaius Warzel. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alberea. A pleasure.
I'm glad you're all managing to get along with my obstinate daughter. I wish I could stay a while, but unfortunately I've work that can't wait. Come along, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman. What?
Seriously? You show up like this and that's all you have to say? It's always work with you, isn't it? You probably didn't even notice I left home until I was already gone. Now it's just, hello, Elisa, and that's it?
My lady.
I did get the impression her relationship with her mother wasn't all sunshine and gumdrops.
It seems there's a lot of friction between them.
You can live your life however you see fit. I have no intention of forcing the Reinford group on you. Even if you decide to follow a certain someone's path and cast aside all sense of responsibility, it's your choice to make. Besides, I still manage to keep myself informed of the general goings-on in your academic life in the monthly reports I receive from the Academy.
What? I knew Sharon would relay back information about me, but reports from the Academy itself?
Oh, you must not have known. In addition to my other responsibilities, I also sit on the Academy's board of directors.
Oh my, that means...
Just like Rufus.
It does appear that way. I'd certainly deem the chairman of the Reinford group a canny choice as a member of the board.
The Reinford group is heavily involved in the development of the Orbital staff, as well as your Arcus. I must say, I'm quite pleased with the reports I've received on your usage of both. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this month's field study as well. Do give me some good reading, won't you?
Please excuse us, my lady. Take care during the rest of your journey. Elisa.
You all right?
Well, it's fair to say she doesn't have a very strong relationship with her mother, and I am of the belief that she actually just wants some affection from her mom because she's so focused on her work. Damn it! I thought I finally had her out of my hair, but it looks like she was one step ahead of me this whole time. I take it you and your mother aren't on good terms then. Yeah, I think that much was abundantly clear. Things have been rocky between us for a long time now. Once I left home, that was the first step that led me to enrolling in the academy. But how was I supposed to know I'd gotten signed up for the school she sits on the board of directors of? How could I have been so stupid? Why didn't I conduct a more thorough investigation before I made my choice? I don't know what to say. You have our sympathies, I suppose. Is your mother being on the board of directors really such a problem? Well, it's complicated. Usually she seems like she's only interested in her work, but then she'll suddenly start meddling in my life. She says to just do what I want, but it always turns out that wherever I go, she's there ahead of me, just like today. I should have known something was up. The bank account my grandfather gave me to cover my academy expenses hasn't taken a dip since my first day at Thor's. So your mother's been paying your bills the whole time. It does seem like a strong possibility, especially considering her presence on the board of directors. I can't see what you're grousing about. Most people would be grateful to have a parent display that much interest. What? At least your mother spared the time to come and greet us. At least she showed the slightest trace of interest in you and your classmates. Oh. Useless. Forget it. Well, we just entered a tunnel. The first of many now that we're going through the mountains. I see. Anyway, how about we dig into those lunches Sharon made for us? Sounds good to me. Seems like she went out of her way to prepare them. Alright. If these are subpar because she's had to make do with the airship's kitchen, I won't let her hear the end of it. Ha! Well then, let's dig in. I like this whole mini cutscene during the maps. Wow, so you're going to the Highlands for an academy field study. Sounds like budding soldiers do some pretty interesting things as part of your training these days. I suppose you could say that. Thor seems quite different from most other military academies in that regard, though. It still feels pretty neat to see you all dressed up in your uniforms. They look pretty sharp on you. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Even at the academy, Gaius always stands out because of his height. Yeah, he towers over even the second years. Are all of the people in your settlement of similar height? Nah, I'd say my dad's the only one who really has height on me. My youngest brother is fairly short, though I wouldn't doubt he has another growth spurt coming his way. I seem to remember you mentioning you have quite a few siblings. A younger brother and 2 younger sisters to be exact. They're a little on the shy side, but I hope you'll get along with them. Can do. Still, if you look through the window, it really feels like we're getting close to the Highlands now. Indeed. Man, seeing you kids rushing off on some adventure kinda makes me jealous. Anyway, we're about halfway to the Isengard Range now. We should reach Zender Gate in 2 hours or so take this time to relax. Thank you. We appreciate the info. That's a kind sir right there. Did you meet him back in the spring when you were on your way to Trista? Yeah, made this same trip back then too. We had plenty of time to kill, so he taught me a lot about Erebonian culture. Sounds like a pretty nice guy. I'll bet that served as a pretty useful primer. It did. There are a lot of people I'm thankful to for helping me come this far. But most of all, I'm thankful to the winds and to the goddess. The wind and the goddess. Classic Gaius. The Isengard branch line, and we're about to hit the Gate of Zender. Oh, we're pretty much there already. Hey, that looks like we ought to be coming out of the last tunnel anytime now. I see. Elisa, Eustace, we're almost there. Oh. So this is... I can only just make it out in the distance, but it looks like that's it. So that's the North Highlands. I'll admit it appears even more breathtaking than I was expecting. I'll be even happier to hear you say so once you've seen it up close. So it's 4:30 right now in that game. Zender Gate. Ah, you've arrived. It's a pleasure to see you again, Lieutenant General. Likewise, it's been months since I last saw you. Seems almost surreal to see you standing there in a military academy uniform. Though this is the first time I've seen the Thor's ensemble in red. This is the color they use for my class, Class 7. Looks like he's pretty high up in the Imperial Army. Yeah, I'm betting he's the Lieutenant General in charge of Zender Gate. He seems quite close to Gaius. An Imperial General with an eye patch. That seems familiar somehow. These must be your classmates. Indeed, these are about half of my classmates from Class 7. I'm Reen Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Elisa Reinford, sir. I'm Emma Milstein, sir. Eustace Alberea. It's an honor. Seems like your classmates are an interesting bunch, as I've heard. I'm Zex Vander, commanding officer of the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. Pleased to finally meet you. One-eyed Zex. So you're one of the guardians of the Arnor family. Oh, it seems some of you already know me. A guardian of the Arnor family? Ah, now I remember. The Vanders are a celebrated military family responsible for the protection of the Imperial family. And One-eyed Zex Vander is said to be one of the Imperial Army's finest generals. They say the Vander and the Arside schools of swordsmanship are the 2 most renowned styles in Erebonea. It's truly an honor to meet you, sir. I'm just a military man, hardly deserving of quite that level of praise. I'd love to hear about all of you and your excursion to the Highlands, but unfortunately we don't have the time. You should set out as soon as possible if you want to reach the settlement by nightfall. I agree. Were you able to take care of all the arrangements? I did, rest assured. What arrangements? We need to head out now if we want to reach Gaius' hometown by sundown, right? Right, which is why I asked the Lieutenant General to arrange some transportation for us. Alright, just follow me and I'll show you the way. Wow, look at this area. Wow. Oh, this is a wide area. Look at this. Evergreen right here. The Nord Highlands. It's simply breathtaking. I had no idea a land so beautiful lay at the far end of the railway. Honestly, I suppose words are woefully insufficient in the face of such majesty. Heh, glad to hear you think so. Oh, look at the horses, man. Woo! Horses? Are you saying we're to travel to the settlement on horseback? The Highlands are way too vast to cover in any reasonable length of time on foot. You'll be fine. You're a member of the riding club and Reen and Elisa both have riding experience, right? Yeah, I think I can manage. I'm back at home, so I should be okay as long as we aren't making any trick jumps or anything. I'm afraid I've never ridden a horse before. Not a problem, you can just hitch a ride on the back of someone else's horse. Elisa would probably be the best choice considering the balance of weight. I can do that. Is that alright with you, Emma? Yes, although I do feel a little nervous. Let's mount up at once then. Oh man, horseback baby, let's go. First motorbike, now horse? Yee. Okay, steady now, steady. This is a fine horse. Are you doing okay back there, Emma? Yes, I'm fine, I think. Make sure to hold on tight when we start moving. This should be a fun trip. They're all top quality horses raised here in the Highlands. At a good clip, you should be able to reach the settlement in under an hour. Oh, and before I forget, I'm sure guys won't have much need of this, but the rest of you should take a map of the Highlands. A map? Such a high level of detail. It looks as though the Army's surveying expertise is being put to good use. Indeed, I hope it will prove useful during your field study. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, that's about it for me. You should be heading out. May the blessing of the winds and the gods be with you. Give my regards to the elder and Lacan. We will. Thank you for seeing us off, sir. If you excuse us then.
This is worlds apart from the bustle of the city.
It really is. I feel like I'm one with the wind.
Indeed, but if you didn't go too fast, that would be great.
I'm sure it will feel natural in time. No doubt the riding club would be fuming with envy if they could see us now.
I'll bet.
Anyway, my home settlement is due northeast of here. Hopefully we'll be able to reach it before sundown.
Right.
Let's move.
Oh, we're finally controlling the... Oh, this is gonna be great. How to ride a horse. Horseback riding controls are largely the same as those for regular movement. Use the left stick to move and dash by pressing R1. Okay. Let me see now. We are... Ooh, he said northeast, right? So... Yep, right there. And... Oh, you know what this means. We're gonna explore a little bit.
Yeah!
Super run! That's so cool. Does that mean we're gonna encounter some enemies? Can I attack here? No? I guess they just want us to get the hang of horseback riding right now. Like, unless there are enemies here that I'm... Oh. Okay, we're doing that.
You're as excited as a child.
I think I'm just caught up in the moment.
What's this monument over here? Oh, it's just nothing. It's just, decorative. So, which way do we go? The plains are so vast that it's surprisingly easy to lose your sense of direction. True, maybe it'd help if I showed you a couple of major landmarks to help you get your bearings. Over that way is Zendergate. That's where we set out from. That landmark over there is a triangular rock. It's sort of a centerpiece of this part of the Highlands. It's so massive. The farther away we can see it from, the better of a landmark it will be. Oh, what's that building over to the left of it? Oh, it's a watchtower built by the Imperial Army in the southeastern part of the Highlands. Heard they built it to keep an eye on the Calvary Republic out to the east. So that's an Imperial Army watchtower. I suppose it should come as no surprise that the army would want a watchtower here. True, the Highlands border both Calvert and Erebonia, much like Crossbell. Yep, and finally, if you look toward those mountains, my home is out in that direction. Ah, gotcha. Let me take another look at the map. Okay, I think I have a better idea of where everything is now. It seems like we ought to keep this map handy until we're more familiar with the Highlands, though. Come to think of it, what are those stone pillars over there? Oh, now that you point them out, I'm surprised I didn't notice them before. They seem man-made, or at the very least, not the sort of construct nature would leave lying about. There are quite a few similar objects and structures scattered across the Highlands. Most folks think they're what remains of the Neolithic civilization that existed here over 1,000 years ago. Wow, that's pretty far back. I suppose in that way they're not dissimilar from the animist ruins of it in Erebonia. Perhaps not. I'm not surprised you're curious about them, but we should save that discussion for later. Right now, we need to reach the settlement before sundown. Right. Okay, let's ride. How close are we now? We are almost there, actually. Alright, so I guess we're not going to be encountering any enemies right now for the moment, which is great. You can just head straight to the settlement. But, oh, am I loving this. Look at the freaking graphics on this. Woo! I love the environment, though. Hold on a second. Are we to... Yep, we have to go down from here.
The sun's almost down.
Yeah! We're almost at the settlement. Let's keep up the pace, guys.
No worries there. We are good. Very vast, this whole area. And we're finally here. Nomadic settlement. Wow. So this is Guy's home, huh? Even though I've never been here before, it feels nostalgic somehow. Indeed, the scenery makes me a little wistful for my own home. You can say that again. Well, we don't actually stay in this area all year round. Sometime between summer and fall, we move to another location farther to the north. I guess that's why they call you nomads then. Is that why you live in those strange tent buildings? Yep, they're made with thick cloth and designed so we can put them up and take them down pretty easily. Anyway, let me show you to my home first. Then we can go and greet the elder after. Bro! Oh. They're so cute. You finally came back. Welcome home, we missed you. Hey Lily, Sheeta, I'm back. Good to see you looking well too, Toma. Glad you made it back safe. It's good to see you, bro. Thanks. Ah, they really seem to love him. Yeah, watching him makes me wish I had a little brother or sister of my own. It does. Oh hey, are these the people you wrote about in your letters? They are indeed the illustrious, industrious Class 7. It's nice to meet you. I'm Guy's brother, Toma. These are our sisters, Sheeta and Lily. It's nice to meet you. Are you bros friends? Sure are. It's good to meet you too. I'm Rein. I'm Elisa, and it's lovely to meet you. You're all so cute. I'm Emma. Eustace Alberea. I'm honored. Wow, they all seem so Heribonian. I'm glad to see you've been blessed with such wonderful friends. Ah, the parents, I take it? Dad, Mom, I'm home. Welcome home, Gaius. It's a pleasure to finally meet you all. I'm Gaius' mother, Fatma. His mother? But you look so young. Flattery will get you everywhere. I'm Gaius' father, Lacan Wurzel. I'm very glad to meet my son's friends and schoolmates. The pleasure is all ours. Likewise. I prepared a place for all of you to stay while you're our guests. There's much to discuss, of course, but you should drop off your belongings there first. It will soon be sundown. Come to my home and share in our evening meal. Well, his parents are friendly. This is delicious. How do you get it to taste so good? We season the pheasant meat with herbs and rock salt, then wrap and cook it. It's made to the taste of us Highlanders, so I wasn't sure if you Erebonians would like it. All I can say is I'll be wanting seconds soon. These grilled skewers are really good too. They've got this deep, rich flavor. Oh, those are kebabs. We just stick some lamb meat on the skewer and grill it. The food here is exquisite. I've never tasted its like. I almost feel sorry that the rest of our class isn't here to enjoy it. I'm glad you think so. Here I was worrying that the taste might not agree with you. Everyone loves Mommy's cooking. No doubt you're all tired from your long journey. Nord cuisine is effective at easing fatigue. That's important when you travel as much as we do. I can see why. I already feel a little more relaxed. Maybe I should get these recipes so I can teach them to Sharon. Try some of this tea too. We make it with local herbs. It's supposed to be good for digestion. Ooh, thank you. I think I will. It has a very gentle taste. The land of Nord is nothing if not a free country. I have no doubt your time here will make for a very unique experience, though not without inconveniences here and there. Still, these highlands have plenty of history with your own homeland. Might you be referring to the story of Emperor Drykels? We've been learning in class how during the War of the Lions he first started gathering his army here in Nord. That's right, tales of Emperor Drykels' exploits are passed down here in Nord too. After the war ended, he became Emperor of Erebonia and swore eternal friendship with the people of Nord. That friendship has held strong to this day, and I pray will continue far into the future. I see. While the people of Nord are not counted as true Erebonians, they are still regarded as our close neighbors and allies. That's about how it shakes out, though recently the Calva Republic has been creeping into the southeastern highlands. They've been trying to cultivate good relations with the people there, but the Republic's forays into the highlands have certainly created some tension. The Empire and the Republic are old foes after all. Thankfully, we managed to avoid any armed conflicts in the last few years, although politically and economically, relations between those two are only growing worse. It seems likely that simmering conflict is what led to that incident in Crossbelt last month. No doubt an outgrowth of the ongoing conflict between pro-Calvardian and pro-Erebonian forces in their governments. So it seems. Be that as it may, to both countries, Nord is a remote region of relatively little importance. While there is a military presence in the highlands, that's not something you should have to worry about during your stay. Just try and focus on your field study while you're here. We'll do what we can. You must be the one who chose our task for this month's field study, right? Indeed I did. Though the hour is already late, I'll give you your tasks in the morning. As for the area you'll cover in your study, I think it would be wise to focus on the southwestern plains tomorrow morning. The southwest, We crossed that area in our trek here today, I believe. Yeah, the highlands are a vast wide open space. They extend well past the northern end of the settlement too, but let's just start with the southwestern plains. Sounds good to me. So everything we've got on the agenda for tomorrow will be in the southwest? Exactly. Try and be back at the settlement around noon, guys. I'll give you the remaining tasks after our midday meal. Got it, Dad. Anyway, here I am talking your ear off when I should be letting you get some rest after your long day. We rise before the sun here, so sleep well. Morning will come sooner than you think. The place we prepared for you has beds ready. Can you show them the way, guys? Sure thing. I want to show them the way too. Me too. Come on, I'm sure Bro can handle it on his own. Thank you so much for the meal. Good night, everyone. Sorry, I know you girls probably would have preferred separate rooms, but this is what we've got. Oh, don't worry about it. Irina and Eustace are both gentlemen after all. We have nothing to worry about. Heh, but of course. Thanks, guys. You'll be staying over at your family's place then? My sisters both insisted on it. I couldn't turn them down. Will it be alright if I come in and wake you guys up at sunrise? Yeah, that sounds fine. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep the moment my head hits the pillow. By all means, get your beauty sleep. Alright, pleasant dreams, everyone. Good night, guys. He's quite the fortunate man. I thought the same thing while we were eating dinner. He's got those adorable siblings, 2 parents who really care about him. I can see where Gaius gets his calm and level-headed personality. Part of a caring family growing up side by side with nature like this, it's like he couldn't have turned out any other way. True enough. Anyway, it sounds like we got an agonizingly early wake-up call coming our way. We should get some sleep. No objection from me. I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep on my feet at this rate. Well, let's get dressed for bed and turn off the lights.
Where am I? Oh, right. Nord Highlands. I feel surprisingly energetic. Maybe it's the clean air or that great food we had yesterday. I wonder if Master Ka-Fai trained out in the wilderness like this.
You're up early, Reen.
Morning, guys. Whoa, hold on. Why are you dressed like that?
Oh, I was just helping put the sheep out to pasture. They should almost be done fixing the morning meal now.
He also sounds a little different.
Okay, I guess we should wake up the others then.
I feel like he sounds more mature.
Eustace, Elisa, Emma.
Rise and shine, everyone. It's officially the crack of dawn.
Where am I?
Are those sheep?
Glasses. Glasses.
You guys.
I suppose none of you are used to waking up quite this early.
This is delicious. I concur. Is it some kind of milk porridge? Well, I guess we make it with sheep's milk and salt-cured meat. Sheeta and Lily made it fresh for you themselves. Yeah, I helped. Wow, that young and you're already better cooks than me. I really need to get this recipe from you too. Oh, okay. Well, first thing you do is... Your friends all seem like such nice people. It would seem the winds have blessed you with their guidance. I think so too. Okay, let me give you this. Uh-oh. Field study envelope. Alright, let's read Return to Zender. Return to Zender. I have a very important request for Class 7 pertaining to a monster prowling the Highlands. Come speak to me in the commander's room at Zender Gate for more information. Be prepared for battle. Zex Vander. Turning over a new leaf. Dr. Amir. I need ingredients for a very important medicine, and I would like to request that you obtain them for me. I will tell you more in person, so please come and speak to me at my home. Okay? Delivery to the Watchtower. Kilt. Kilte? Kilt. Could someone deliver something to the soldiers in the Imperial Army's Watchtower for me? If so, I'll be at the trading post. Let's see, we'll be helping gather some medicinal herbs, and oh, there's even a request from Zender Gate. It looks like you've chosen a task that will help us become familiar with the Highlands. That's the idea. I put a lot of thought into choosing tasks that would give you a nice sweeping overview of life here. As I said yesterday, you should be able to complete all of these requests in the southwestern reaches of the Highlands. Understood. Thanks again. Alright, we've got work to do. So we need to finish all of those tasks, then return here by noon. Yep, we'll be having lunch back here in the settlement. Also, I wouldn't recommend leaving the settlement without a horse. The Highlands are vast. I'd hate if any of you get lost or collapse out there because you're headed out on foot. That's true. We best pay heed to where we're going. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Take care, everyone. The settlement contains 3 useful facilities. The Elder's Home acts as an obol factory. The trading post acts as a weapon armor shop. Perfect. The lodging near it allows you to rest. Visit them whenever you need. Guys can now use his S-Craft. Finally! Calamity Hawk. Alright, let's super save right now, guys. We got some stuff we need to be doing. Alright guys, this seems like a perfect point to leave off on, so I'm going to end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. Honestly, I like how this game doesn't shy away from letting the game take a breath, because we haven't had a chance to really play the game per se, but just watch and enjoy the story unfold before us, and I love the Trails games for that, in pretty much for all the, what do you call it, titles have done that thus far, and that's one of the the promising matters of this game thus far, and we'll continue on in the next one, guys. So thank you all for watching.